We wanted to make sure you knew that not all the red to blues were happening in other places. We do it right here at home, and we're going to see some more of that as we go forward in 2018. It's now time to move into the awards portion of our program. We love to recognize those among us who bring new energy, new ideas, and brave voices to our party. I'm going to invite State Treasurer Tobias Reed to come to the podium and make our first presentation. Let's welcome him to the stage and thank him for innovating on behalf of Oregonians with the goal of more of us having the benefit of retirement savings.
Thank you, Madam Chair, and thank you, Oregon Democrats, for being here tonight. I'm excited to present the Klonoski Award for Civic Engagement. And as I get started, I want to acknowledge the presence of Zach Klonoski. Zach, would you please stand up? You all need to know him like I do. Zach is one of the children of Jim Klonoski, and I can say from direct experience, having had the chance to work with him, that he embodies the values of his father, both in his professional work and his volunteer activities. So thank you for being here, Zach. I also have the honor of delivering a message from Congresswoman Bonamici. The Congresswoman and I shared a campaign office during our first campaign, so I feel good about delivering this message. She can't be here tonight, but she wants you to hear this. Although I can't join you this evening, I'm thrilled that the Democratic Party of Oregon is honoring Steve Packer, an instrumental force in politics in Washington County and around the state. Steve has revolutionized the way county parties organize. His hard work and vision helped elect me to Congress more than 6 years ago. And in these challenging times, we need his commitment to grassroots organizing more than ever. Congratulations, Steve. Now, as for me, I first met Steve Packer in that same race in 2006 when the Congresswoman and I were sharing an office. The Packers, both Karen and Steve, are legendary in Washington County. They are organizers and leaders of the first order. And it was easy to see how committed they were. They did everything that a campaign and a candidate could ask, including the pieces that are not always so glamorous or so fun. But one thing that was really clear about Steve from the beginning was that he wasn't just satisfied with the way things are. He could see more opportunity. So 7 years ago, Steve pulled from his professional background and technology expertise to create the Neighborhood Leader Program. It deserves applause. The program is a critical tool for all of us as a party to organize, engage, and motivate our party's voting base at the local level. As the name suggests, it connects neighbors to each other, allowing people to talk about the values that we hold as Democrats, the work we're doing as a party to improve our communities and the lives of everyone who lives in our great state. Since the launch of the Neighborhood Leader Program, Steve has volunteered his time to work with counties around the state to implement their own programs and to train volunteers on how to use it. And he's not satisfied in doing that just in Oregon. He's been around the country doing this. Last year in 2017, the DPO adopted the Neighborhood Leader Program as its core grassroots organizing program. And with Steve's leadership and support, the program has now grown to encompass 24 Oregon counties, signing up nearly 2,000 Oregon Democrats to participate as neighborhood leaders. We've already applauded the victory from January when Measure 101 was passed. The Neighborhood Leader Program knocked almost 32,000 doors to assure that victory because we believe that everyone deserves access to affordable health care. And we're not done. We're going to use the Neighborhood Leader Program in the coming weeks to make sure that Val Hoyle is elected Bowley Commissioner, as you already heard. She deserves that, as you know and as you saw, but it has an added benefit because when her victory is assured, we can devote more of our attention and our energy to making sure that Governor Brown is reelected. We can use that energy to make sure that more Democrats are elected to the legislature and to local offices up and down the ballot. So Steve, the work that you have done over the years to invest in the long-term health of the Democratic Party of Oregon is invaluable, and it shows in the results that we're getting. So Steve Packer, please come up, my friend. We are very proud to present you and the Neighborhood Leader Program with the Klonoski Award for Civic Engagement. Congratulations. Somebody's going to get a photo of us. We gotta look out here. You got to hold it. These yours. What are you doing on that?
So I'm very honored by this recognition from the DPO and from all of you and others like you across this entire state. As you know, this program was inspired by the Jerome program created in the DNC during the time of Howard Dean. And when the DNC canceled the program, 5 of us decided to keep it alive in Oregon. Karen Packer, Ron Morgan, Phyllis Kirkwood, and Doug Kleinbeck. The 5 of us asked our friends, and surprisingly, 52 people signed up, and 51 of them said they'd do it again. We kind of knew we had something to do. And then we met John Davidson in Deschutes, and the Deschutes Democrats have a vibrant and creative program going there. And then Rosie Stevens invited us to Clackamas County, and it took off in Sandy and in Lake Oswego. Already way too many people to thank. 10 counties came with us and tried something new. And right now we have Jackson County. And Jackson County used Neighborhood Leader Program to bring the party and Indivisible together on common purpose. And Indivisible told Indiana about Neighborhood Leader Program. And they called us, and I went there, and they have a pilot program in southern Indiana with over 200 people signed up to canvass for Joe Donnelly. And last, I want to thank Brad, because thankfully he's made this program still be a grassroots program, but apply professional resources to help us grow. We're almost at that tipping point, that point where it becomes what we do to elect people, not quite. Thank you for the recognition, and sign up to be a neighborhood leader.